What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on June 20th, 2021. As usual, I'm going to start off with a focus on figures that are available now. If you go to Target, you might be able to find some of these exclusives, including the Marvel Patriotic Age figures. There's the Bakugan 2-pack, which is available. Also, and this is very relevant here because Rick and Morty is starting up a new season, you see here Rick with funnel hat is available. And then at Walmart, they have the Yev Kasim, and this, of course, is a character from Seinfeld, and we all know what he's normally called. But yeah, they have the Yev Kasim with the Pop T that is starting to hit Walmart locations. And still focusing on figures that are available, these here are commons though, and that does include Super Chicken. Also, the latest Star Wars Pops focusing on the rise of Skywalker. Logic is available, and I think Logic has actually already been available, but I want to point him out because, of course, he just decided to come out of retirement, which I think lasted like less than a year. Like, he really was retired like no time. Most rappers don't stick to their retirement, but yeah, his was very brief. So yeah, Logic is back, so I wanted to point out that his pop is hitting stores. The Mighty Ducks Pops are available. Evel Knievel is available, and do remember that he does have a Chase variant, and then there is the Pop Ride as well of Evel Knievel. Also, Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazine is available, and he has a Chase variant as well, and I really do like that pop. I actually picked up the common, and I have the Chase on the way. I found that at a really good deal. So yeah, I'm really excited to get the Chase and see both of those together, and I will unbox those in a future video pretty soon. The latest Alice in Wonderland Pops are hitting stores right now, and there's more than that was pictured here. I just wanted to share a couple of them, and yeah, like I said, they're starting to hit stores right now. And in a recent video, Funko pointed out that the Blacklight Alice in Wonderland Pops will release soon on Funko.com. I saw a lot of people during the stream asking them over and over, when are the Pops going to show up on Funko.com? And I've been saying it for a good while now that there are no set dates for Funko.com. You know, we usually find out the day of, and sometimes there's these surprise drops that happen out of nowhere. So you just have to stay on your toes when it comes to Funko.com. I really do want to hear from you all though. What do you think about these Blacklight Alice in Wonderland Pops and soda figures as well? Are you going to go for these? You know, what are your general thoughts about these? I think the posters look pretty awesome. I'm not a big fan of like the yellow faces. I've said that previously with the Blacklight Pops. And I think the soda figures are pretty interesting. But yeah, I want to hear from you all. What do you think about these figures? And like I said, are you going to go for them? Iron Patriot released and sold out on Funko.com. I don't think that would surprise anybody that figure was very popular. So if you're interested in it, you're going to have to either work out a trade or, just buy it second market, whatever you need to do to get that figure into your collection. I don't know if there's going to be any type of restock. Sometimes there are, and in rare occasions, there have been some restocks on Funko.com, but they're usually pretty brief. I mean, they usually sell out very quickly. So like I said, I don't even know if Iron Patriot is going to get a restock or not. Now, with the Marvel Funkoverse strategy games, they are going to have Chase variants, so do be on the lookout for those. I showed one previously. I think it's the one that comes with, like the main game that comes with 4 figures is going to have a Chase variant. But then this side one as well that has Thanos in it is also going to have a Chase variant. So like I said, be on the lookout for those. Now, Pop in the Box has been teasing that they have a big release coming up as of July 16th. Seems very likely that it's going to be the glow-in-the-dark Wanda Maximoff that we've been seeing images of, and some people somehow have got their hands on. I don't know, maybe it'll release some early overseas, but I would say if you see it being sold at a marked up price, just be patient. Again, this should be available for pre-order as of July 16th with Pop in a Box. Now, a lot of soda figures were revealed, and of course, they started selling out immediately. I mean, I was jumping from website to website, to try to get a couple of these, and every website I went to, the most popular ones were sold out very quickly. So I did manage to finally get some pre-orders in. I hope they don't get canceled for any reason. But yeah, you see the figures available here. We got the Hulk, which was probably not the most popular, but I did see that start to sell out eventually there. Stinkor has been very popular. The Wonder Twins, not so much. I do like that they had those like evil versions of them though as their chases. Another one that's not super popular, but it has sold out on some websites is Johnny Rico. And I gotta say, I feel like Starship Troopers is kind of underappreciated line, but I like what they've done with it so far. Another big popular one here, probably the most popular out of this set here, is Baxter Stockman, because he does have that glow-in-the-dark chase. And I imagine that eventually that chase is going to be very valuable. So yeah, that was a tough one for people to try to track down. You also see here Quake, and then Bazooka Joe as well. I like the look of Bazooka Joe, especially him, you know, his chase, him there blowing the bubble is pretty cool. So yeah, these soda figures, like I said, on a lot of websites, they have pre-sold out. So some of them are kind of tough to try to track down, but don't give up if you are interested in them. And hopefully, you know, maybe eventually some of these will actually make it to stores as well. We'll see about that though. And there is another soda figure that's on the way that Funko revealed as well. A Steamboat Mickey soda is on the way to Funko.com, and it will have a chase variant. I like what they did with the chase variant. I think that's kind of clever because it's actually him whistling. So I would imagine that soda figure, whenever it becomes available, is going to sell very quickly. The Space Jam Funkoverse game is also going to have a chase variant. I can't really tell what makes this different from, you know, the normal one, of course, because I have not seen these up close. I wouldn't be surprised if the bugs is flocked or something like that, but really don't know for sure. But just keep your eyes open for those. Oh, also, I do want to point out, in some stores, they don't actually always put the Funkoverse games actually right next to the Funko Pop, so you might have to look around some. You might have to actually look in the game section, maybe even in the toy section, to find the Funkoverse games sometimes. The Platinum Skeleton Gerard Way is starting to show up in Hot Topic stores. This one probably will not show up online, so you actually do have to go in the Hot Topic to see if they have this available, and it's limited to only 5,000 pieces, so I would imagine that it's going to sell very quickly. There are more football pops on the way, and these pops are going to feature Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool, and you see that they have some pocket pops in the mix as well there for Liverpool. Focusing right now on GameStop or EB Games, you see that they have the Dark Wanderer from Diablo 2 on the way. That figure does look pretty cool. I mean, I'm not into Diablo. I don't think I've even played the games like at all, but I really do like the look of that pop. Still though, I will say what I've said previously, that these game covers and these pop albums, I think some of them look cool, but they definitely take up space. So that is something you have to consider, whether or not you want to make those, you know, purchases basically. You also see here a Jumbo Master Chief on the way, which I think looks pretty awesome. There are some figures that just work really well as jumbo pops, and I think Master Chief is a good idea, and I like that they actually are giving him the sword there as well, so that should be pretty cool actually. And both of these figures here, you can get pre-orders for them. You can go in store or you can pre-order them online, and they should release in the fall. There are some more Star Wars concept pops on the way. This one is pretty interesting to me, that Han Solo apparently was going to be a Jedi. That's what I'm getting from this figure. If anybody knows more about the story behind that, feel free to share in the comments, but I think that is pretty interesting. I like the look of these stormtroopers as well, and you see that one of these is going to be on Funko.com. Again, don't know exactly when it's going to drop, but that is a pretty cool look for them. And again, lightsabers here. Even the stormtroopers have lightsabers, so I don't know what that's all about. I'm kind of curious about it. Like I said, if you know any more details about that, please feel free to share in the comments. You also see here that Batman is getting a comic cover, and I think I actually shared this rumor pretty recently. If it wasn't in the last video, it was definitely recently. But yeah, Batman comic cover is on the way. I'll have to see it up close before I decide whether or not I'm going to add that to my collection. Same thing with the Superman one. I don't think I've seen that in store just yet. I'll have to see those up close before I make that decision. But it does look kind of cool, you know, from the image here. Now, I actually got kind of excited when I saw this because, and this might surprise some people, but when I first started collecting, Gudetama, the original Gudetama, was actually one of the first pops that I picked up. It was very early in my collection. And then they did 2 more variants of him, and I got those as well. Now you see here there are 3 more variants on the way of Gudetama, the Lazy Egg, and I just like the character. If you've ever watched the shorts, you know that they're pretty funny, they're pretty charming, and if you've never seen them, you might want to check them out. But yeah, I think that is pretty pretty cool that there's more Gudetama on the way, and I'm probably going to end up picking these up. You also see here that there is this sort of collaboration between Cup Noodles and Hello Kitty on the way, and there is a diamond figure there, a diamond variant with Hot Topic that is already available for pre-order, so you can check with Hot Topic if you're interested in that diamond variant there. I also like the look of the ride there for Hello Kitty as well. I think that's, you know, something a little bit different there for the character. Yeah, so these figures, most of them, I think all of them at this point, you can actually go ahead and get pre-orders in, because most of these are commons and they should release either late summer or early fall. And then, yes, there is more on the way with Loki. Now, let me go ahead and say this. I see a lot of people in the comments saying they need to make a President Loki pop, and I think Funko's on top of that. I think they are going to do that, but they're kind of unveiling things as the episodes move along, I think, to avoid some spoilers, basically. So yeah, I think President Loki is going to happen. I actually hope that he's a common, not too difficult to get, or if he is an exclusive, still not too difficult to get, because yeah, a lot of people are going to want that figure. But you see right here that we have Renslayer with Miss Minutes. I love that she comes along with Miss Minutes, and actually Renslayer looks pretty cool too. I really like the design of that jacket there. Yeah, so that is a common figure, and again, remember, they come together, Renslayer with Miss Minutes. That's instant buy for me. I really do like that. Then you also see her Hunter B15, I think is her name. She is an Amazon exclusive that is available for pre-order. Now, this series here, Letterkenny, I'm sorry, I've never heard of this before at all. Literally, the first time I heard of it was when Funko revealed these figures, so I really can't say too much about it. I'm not familiar with the series. If you are a fan, let me know something about it. Like, what would you compare this series to? And if you think it's worth checking out, let me know as well. But yeah, there are some Letterkenny pops on the way, and these are common figures that you can pre-order with various retailers. And then, yes, of course, we got a review for some more Pokemon figures, and Funko is still sticking to 4 at a time, but I think that must be, it must come down to the deal that they have with the Pokemon Company, because remember, they can only do what the Pokemon Company allows them to do. So apparently that's the way that they want this handled, 4 at a time. But you see here, of course, we had that metallic Charmander on the way, the sitting Pikachu, which is very cute. And I know some people might be getting a little sick of Pikachu, but he sells, and he sells not just to pop collectors, the hardcore collectors, but to people in general, he sells. So they're going to keep on making Pikachu as long as he sells. You also see Horsey, of course, but I think Horsey actually looks pretty cool, even though it's sort of a simple design, but I do like the look of it. And of course, Charizard, we know that Charizard is going to sell very well, and don't be surprised if Funko waits a little while and then they end up doing a variant of Charizard. More than likely it's going to happen, and wouldn't be surprised to see deluxe or jumbo size Charizard reveal sometime soon. We know how Funko does, so just don't be surprised about that. But yeah, these Pokemon figures here, they are commons, again available for pre-order with various retailers. And when you pre-order, make sure you check to see what date that particular retailer is going to have them available, because it will depend on which retailer you go with. Then also we have here this AAA Anime exclusive Law from One Piece, and he does have a glow-in-the-dark chase there as well. With AAA Anime exclusives, you can find them with various retailers, including retailers like Entertainment Earth, Arconia.us, and there may be some others as well. But yeah, you can find him with several different retailers if you are interested in him. And let's go ahead and get to the rumor mill. And I know in a couple of recent Funko news, there really hasn't been a rumor mill, but like I tell you all, I'm not going to waste your time. If there's no new rumors to share, then I just don't bother with the rumor mill. But yeah, we do have some interesting ones here to share with you all. Remember, these things are subject to change though. Starting off here with the focus on anime, and I'm not going to read all the characters' names because I know some people get very sensitive if somebody mispronounces an anime character's name like it's a family member or something. But yeah, so I'm just going to run through the series here basically. I will point out though, with My Hero Academia, we know there's always more on the way, and the character Fat Gum is on the way. Now, I didn't stick with My Hero Academia long enough to learn this character, but I did do a little research and look at his design, and I see that of course Funko can go one of two ways with his pop. I would hope though that they would do at least 2 pops of him. So, you know, let me know what you think about that with the character Fat Gum. What do you think Funko is going to do? Whether they will do two pops or just choose a certain design for him. With Naruto, there's more on the way. And again, I don't follow that series, so I got a little bit confused when I saw Mike Guy. I got him mixed up with Rock Lee, which I hope is understandable to people. They do look very similar, but yeah, I did realize he's a separate character though. So he's one of the characters that's on the way. There's Fairy Tail pops on the way. Tokyo Ghoul Re, I guess is the subtitle there, has pops on the way. Full Metal Alchemist, Black Clover, Ruby, and Boruto as well. So all of these series here have more pops on the way, or some of them may be getting pops for the first time, you know. But I do want to say this before I move on. I have been very apprehensive in the past about getting into any anime, just because I'll be honest, my interactions on this channel have not been the most positive with anime fans. I've had some people that have been very rude to me if I mispronounce a character's name, or I don't know something about a series. I don't know why some people are that way, but it kind of pushed me away from getting into anime. But I'm slowly warming up to it because I've checked out Demon Slayer, which I really enjoyed. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I'm about to as soon as it hits streaming. Also, and I'm gonna look at it legitimately too, let me say that as well. I'm actually gonna pay for the movie and check it out. That's just the way I like to do things. And then also I've been checking out Hunter x Hunter as well. I'm really enjoying that series. I just finished season 3, which I absolutely loved. That was amazing. So some of you that pointed that out for me in the comments about that story arc being amazing, yeah, you were on point. I really did enjoy that. But yeah, I'll just say this before I move on. If you have any anime suggestions for me, definitely let me know in the comments, and I might just check them out and maybe even give some feedback here on the channel as well. Rocky's 45th anniversary is coming up, and that's kind of mind-blowing that it's been that long since the first movie. But yeah, Rocky has anniversary coming up, and along with that there are going to be new Rocky pops on the way. So it seems like we're going to get 2 different versions of Rocky Balboa himself, and then a new Apollo Creed as well. I'm looking forward to those because the vaulted figures are very tough to come by and very pricey as well sometimes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those new figures there. Also seems like there's going to be a Halloween Pop Town on the way. This would be Michael Myers along with a house. I'm assuming Laurie's house. I don't know what else they could do there necessarily, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. With Lord of the Rings, there are several figures on the way. The one that stands out to me the most is Possessed Bilbo. I can't wait to see what that pop looks like. I think that's going to be pretty interesting to see. And there's a couple other figures here as well, but again, I don't know all the exact pronunciations here. With the Matrix, it seems like there's at least 3 pops on the way, possibly more. I don't know if these are updates based on the original trilogy, and I know that they've already done some Matrix pops already, but this could be based off of the upcoming movie. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. And to me, it's a little unusual that we haven't seen anything from the upcoming Matrix yet. I know that the Wachowskis are very secretive, but it's amazing we haven't seen anything yet, and I think that movie is still scheduled to come out this year. So we'll see what happens there. With The Witcher, you see that there are several different figures on the way. Geralt, excuse me, Yennefer, Dandelion in a red outfit, and Ciri as well, I think is how you say her name there. With Pop Rocks, now this is pretty interesting. Somebody in the comments did ask about Sir Mix-a-Lot. He's a rumor. That's all I know. He's rumored to be on the way. We'll see what happens with that. Eddie Van Halen with guitar is rumored to be on the way. Rush Exit Stage Left pop album could be on the way. There could be 2 new Post Malone pops on the way, him in the night outfit and then him in the sundress as well. And Machine Gun Kelly could also be getting a figure as well. With Machine Gun Kelly, I'm not really a fan of his music, but I think he actually shows potential to be a pretty decent actor. So I hope to see him in more movies, you know, in the near future. I think he's actually doing pretty good when it comes to acting. But yeah, with Pop Rocks, I'm not sharing some of the previous rumors that I have addressed that I don't know what is going on with them. For example, over a year ago now, I think it was rumored that Wu-Tang was getting pops, and there's been nothing yet. So, you know, some of these rumors, I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe it's Funko having some issues trying to get the rights, basically. I know that could be a challenge. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with these. And then to wrap up the rumors here now, I gotta go ahead and say this. I saw a list for Dreadbear, and I don't know if this is confusion with the action figures that we've already seen, or if Funko is actually going to do pops. You know, right now we don't know for sure. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But potentially they could be doing some Dreadbear pops based on Jacobani, Glitch Trap, Grim Foxy, and Dreadbear. So we'll just have to wait and see if they actually do some pops, because it's been a good while since they've done any pops based on FNAF. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. Curious George is an old rumor, but I did want to come back to this because it's been a good while since I shared this, and it's popping up again, so we'll see what happens. But of course we could get two variants of George himself, one of him with coat, and then the man in the yellow hat as well. With the Disney Ultimate Princess line, which of course is a new line, and we've already seen some of the figures. In fact, they're out there for pre-order. Not sure if they've actually hit stores just yet or not, but yeah, it seems like Princess Anna could, you know, get a figure, and then Princess Aurora with Castle as well could be on the way. And then we also could see a Paul Frank Super Julius as well, which I've seen that monkey around. I've seen that design before. I don't think I've ever seen him in the superhero costume though, but yeah, that's a potential figure that is on the way. That is going to do it for this edition of Funko News. As always, I want to hear from you all. Which figures are you interested in adding into your collection? You know, what are you hyped for? What rumors are you hoping pan out? And like I said previously, if you're an anime fan, you know, let me know which series you think I should check out, and I might consider them checking out based on, you know, the feedback that I get. And also, of course, you know, share this video if you think it's going to help out other collectors. And if you haven't already done so, a like is a very easy way to support this channel. And I definitely want to give a shout out to the channel members and the patrons that, you know, make it possible for me to do giveaways on a regular basis. And the latest two giveaway winners, I actually already shipped out their pops. Their pops are on the way. So yeah, I enjoy doing the giveaways. I know sometimes it brings a little negativity, but you know, we just block that negativity. We keep it moving because I really like to give back to the community in that way. But yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of Funko News. Thank you all for taking the time to check it out, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.